this is Maureen from Woozy Creations. This video is about something that can go wrong with two-part epoxy resin, which I recently found out about. So if you have watched my recent videos, I think number 23, I spoke about trying a new resin by Chem Resins by the name of Ultracast XT. It claims to cure to a hard and durable finish with heat resistance up to about 90 to 95 degrees Celsius, which is about 203 Fahrenheit according to Google, which sounds great for things like coasters and trivets. And that's the main reason I bought it, because I make a lot of coasters. It also has a really long work time, about an hour to an hour and a half. So I think it'd be also good for working on large artworks. But anyway, I've run into a bit of an issue with this resin. Not specific to this resin, I believe it could happen with most epoxy resins, but I've never experienced it before, so it's new to me. And it's happened to me twice in the last week with this resin. I've never experienced it before, so I'm not too happy about it. So can you see that there is a waxy film on the top of my coasters? It looks a bit like oil over water. Apart from that, the resin cured beautifully. It's hard, it's smooth. The film, I found out, is called Amine blush. So yeah, let's talk about that. What is it? So a Google search reveals that Amine blush is a waxy byproduct that appears as epoxy cures when it comes into contact with moisture and or carbon dioxide. It sucks, pretty much. Yeah, sucks for a number of reasons, but obviously for my applications, for art applications, it spoils the shiny, flawless finish we are looking for when working with resin. But secondly, I found out it compromises your surface. So if you were to paint, varnish or resin over the surface, it will actually prevent these things from bonding effectively. So you can't just go ahead and resin over it straight away, because the top layer won't adhere properly. So also found out if you try sanding your surface and it has blush on it, it will clog your sandpaper and cause the blush to penetrate even further into the resin, which is not what we want. So I'm quite annoyed. Yeah, it's caused me a ton more work for me and my these coasters are actually in order by a customer, so she's having to wait longer for her order to be completed. And I've got about 10 coasters that I need to fix. So yeah, the internet says that all you need to do is wash with warm soapy water. So that's what I've done. I've had to scrub them all. The internet says that it's really easy, but I found out that I needed to use a pad with significant abrasion to scrub it off. And this made the surface dull and scratched, so they all need another resin layer anyway. And now I'm in the position of, do I use the same resin to get that high heat resistance or not, because I'm kind of scared it's going to happen a third time. Like I work in my home and it's hard to control all the elements such as humidity and temperature changes. So I think the best I can hope for is to use my air conditioning. However, because this resin has a long cure time, it's like 24 hours plus. That's going to mean having the aircon on overnight and all day, all night, and it's going to be pretty costly. Yeah, so anyway, you may have found out I'm an Aussie. I live in Sydney and it's autumn here, so it's starting to get cooler, but it isn't that cold. I googled it and it's about 15 degrees Celsius overnight, so it's not that bad. During the day, we could still be in the 20s. So, I'm thinking that it's either temperature changes overnight that contributed to this, or there was high humidity that I wasn't aware of. But yeah, it didn't really seem to be an issue. Anyway, so there you go. When I googled that this Amine blush issue, there was a lot of information, particularly from the boating industry, but I couldn't find anything specifically from the art world, so that's why I decided to make this video. Hope it's helpful. Hope it doesn't happen to you. Okay, bye for now. Hello again, it's me. It's, I don't know, like almost a week later, and I and did end up doing another coat of Ultracast. I heated my house to about 20, oh, the air conditioning was quite warm, 23 degrees Celsius thereabouts, and left it on all day. And then when, to my surprise, the Ultracast actually cured a lot quicker than it normally does with the extra heat. So I didn't need to leave my air conditioning on all day and all night like I thought I would. And the coasters came out great. So thank goodness it ended well. Okay, bye.